So I started playing when I was 3 in Baltimore. My father played, and so from the time I could walk, run, jump, whatever, I started playing. Kind of how I'm doing with my kids. I think the best thing my dad did for me at the beginning was he didn't force me to play lacrosse because he played, so it was just one of the other sports I played. And so attending a school like Friends from kindergarten through 12th grade, the sports just weren't pushed, So in my mind, the end game was never to go to Hopkins or play professionally or play for Team US. All the things I've been fortunate enough to do in the sport, didn't really come into my mind until they were happening. Because I was at Friends, we played Gilman, St. Paul's, Calvert Hall, all the good schools in the area. There were always coaches there, so that's how I got recruiting. They were recruiting other kids on the other teams. Saw me, went to a couple recruiting camps that summer, did well. I think it was my junior year, and then went off to Hopkins. When I got to Hopkins, I was surprised I was at Hopkins. Didn't expect to be in that position. So I started from my freshman year, went really well. My career over there from freshman to senior year, I really evolved as a player and athlete. And then I come out and get drafted into the pros and then make Team USA, and all these things that kept happening were so unexpected and never dreams, and not because they're not good dreams to have. It was more because it didn't even come in my head. I just didn't know that much about lacrosse and what the ceiling could be. And so you fast forward, 15 years into my pro career, and I'm having the ability to play at the highest level in the PLL. This is all, I can't call it a dream come true because it's beyond a dream, right? It never even came in my head. So I've been fortunate, man. I've had such a long career. So obviously, when I was getting recruited, that was yikes. So almost 20 years ago is when I was going, oh man, through the recruiting process. But I think it's evolved, right? Back then, it was the coaches see you, whether that was at a camp or during your high school season. You get letters and the conversation starts. The thing I think I'd encourage every younger player that's going through the process currently is everyone gets so caught up in what Johnny down the street's doing or his teammate or who this guy committed to. And I think they don't put the effort and energy into finding their school. For me, I talk about my experience in school. I went for 2 reasons: to graduate from Johns Hopkins University and compete for a national championship every year. That's all I cared about. Everything else, the social life, partying, all the other things that sometimes fit into people's college experience, I didn't care about those. And so I picked the school that I could get the best education and I could win. Find the school that you're gonna spend your 4 years at and you're gonna love it. That's what you gotta do.